At the Belmont Western Police Station, having just left Alderman Waguespack's office, and this is my objective at this point. Last night, this was presented to Deputy Superintendent Kevin Navarro at the Chicago Police Board meeting, and it regards I was here on Wednesday. The statute of limitations, the nominal statute of limitations on all misdemeanors, I understand, is 18 months, and today is the 18th month for May 17, 2016, when this incident occurred. And I'm endeavoring to get either one or two things. Charges instituted on battery, reckless conduct, disorderly conduct, and or use of a sound production system at a level of decibels above the legally permissible limit in the city of Chicago.
What point are you trying to make?
Okay, well, I'm trying to make the point that I'm endeavoring to get a crime report. I'm endeavoring to get a crime report.
Did you get arrested before?
No. I'm endeavoring to procure the crime report in regard to the perpetrator I was the victim.
Oh, you were the victim.
Right.
Okay.
So a report was already made?
Pardon?
A report was already made?
No, I tried to get a report made on Wednesday, and Officer Stevens gave me all these explanations. Disorderly conduct, a police officer has to be present. Battery, you don't have intent. So then I had to go Smith-Hurt annotated up on 4400 North Lincoln, and those Smith-Hurt annotated are only through 2002. So I had to go to get the
annotated what?
To get the citations to all of these statutes. In other words, what Officer Stevens informed me, she added requirements.
Where's Officer Stevens?
She was here,
afternoon?
897. So the point is, she provided explanations as to why she was not going to provide a police report. So I then went and addressed each of those issues and demonstrated that they were simply meritless, because I went through all of the annotations on the statute and I couldn't find any that justified the positions. I have the YouTube. The video of that encounter is already posted on YouTube, okay? And so anyone could go to the Robert Moore YouTube channel with the weather logbook page.
How can we help you today?
Okay, I'm endeavoring to get a crime. What my burden is to either get a crime report made so I can go to the warrant officer with the crime report and endeavor to get a probable cause hearing in front of a judge so I can get the criminal charges instituted within the statute of limitations, or else to do as much as I can to that extent.
You said this crime happened last year?
It happened on May 17th of 2016.
2016?
Right. So today's the 18 months.
Just curious, why did you wait a year and a half to make his report out?
What's the foundation of the question?
Just why didn't you?
When you say wait, well, here's my question. You use the verb wait. Well, I didn't wait at all. The burdens I've been up against, this is the best I could possibly have done. But I'll provide an expanded explanation to that question. But the verb wait.
I have a suggestion.
Thank you.
Because neither one of us are familiar with the situation at all, and you already have talked to.
First of all, you're Officer Garrity, or Sergeant Garrity.
Correct.
Sergeant Garrity, you're
Galloway.
Sergeant Galloway.
No,
Officer Galloway and Sergeant Garrity.
Suggestion.
Go ahead.
Okay. She'll be here after 1 o'clock today. Would you rather instead of having to go through everything again?
No, because the warrant officer's only here till 1:30.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Gotcha, because the
Okay.
warrant officer's only till 1:30.
All
Unless there's a warrant officer that's at somewhere I can go.
The warrant officer's done at 11:30.
Oh, I got to get to the judge. She said till 1:30 when I last spoke to her. She said on Wednesday she said I could get.
I can call, see if she's still here.
Oh my word! Now I relied on her conveyance to my detriment. Well, I need to get in front of a judge. Basically, I need to get a probable cause hearing, one way or another, with or without a crime report. And then if I can't get that, then I'm going to file a writ of seri facias and try to criminally prosecute myself as a private person, because prior to 1850, most criminal charges were prosecuted by private people. But we have this new development.
You're completely got me. I don't understand a word you're saying.
All right, gotcha. I'm endeavoring to get this guy. That guilt. The point is that guilt not go unpunished and innocence not suffer.
Just curious, how come you didn't this crime happened 18 months ago?
Yeah. Okay, and I'll answer that. But right now, I got to try to
because
because
why did you make the report out now?
Well, here's my question: what is the foundation of the question? What is the foundation of the question? It's within the 18-month statute of limitations. So I'll provide an expanded explanation. There's numerous interests in getting the matter resolved without having to do this. Now I've consumed all of this time. I got to charge the city of Chicago where there's either deliberate or reckless disregard of a moral burden and of a legal burden, which is to take the crime report or provide an explanation justifying the non-provision of the crime report. Okay. She just can't make up new requirements and add them to the statute.
What happened?
Pardon?
What happened?
It's all right here.
I don't want to read that. What happened? Why don't you tell me what happened?
Okay, I'll read it off of here. Just
No,
so
you
I
don't have
stick
to read it. You
Within 60 days of 5.
No. What happened to you?
This is what I'm writing. This is on the verified statement.
What
Okay.
happened to you? There's a crime committed against you. What
Right.
happened to you?
Okay. Well, first of all, I'll skip.
You don't have to read that. You know what happened to you.
No, but by sticking to this,
I just want to know verbatim
I'm
what
going to tell you
happened. You don't
verbatim.
have verbatim.
On or about, I'll skip the first 3 paragraphs. Number 4, on or about 5/17/16 after sunset, Robert J. Moore was a passenger in the back passenger side seat of a motor vehicle operated by Mr. Lorenz Lesson. If this is the last name is not a misrepresentation by him, which
Okay,
was
you're
heading
reading out of a
eastbound.
book, it seems like. Why
No,
don't you
well,
just
here's
tell
it
me?
was heading eastbound on Fullerton Avenue. RJM incorporates by reference the entirety of the verified statement. Reference, I made a verified statement, and Frank Regalado, who was also in the car, made a verified statement within 60 days of this. But I had my computer stolen on all that with the portable media on the 23rd of July of 2016. So that's still subject to being recovered. But we made verified statements at the time. At some okay, so incorporates by reference the entirety of verified statement. Reference in entry number 1, including her super, subject to such document being recovered. At some juncture, Lesson manipulated some knob or other to cause the volume of the radio to raise to a level which caused a level of pain to RJM, which RJM was not capable of bearing. RJM objected repeatedly, not me, to the volume of such level of such radio at such juncture, expositing or otherwise delivering demands such as stop and off to Lesson, and this is unbearable, although RGM cannot recall the exact content whereof at this juncture and thus relies upon the content of the previously cited document, the verified statement made within 60 days. RGM assessed the possibility of jumping out of the car while his hands were occupied plugging his ears as best he could plug them. It is RGM's recollection at this juncture that such volume level noise continued for over 60 seconds, or probably longer, but RGM's excited state at the time, conjecturing serious hearing loss, may not be reliable in this regard. At some juncture, RGM either succeeded in exiting the car or the volume was reduced to a non-unbearable level. RGM incurred a ringing in his ears, which RGM understands to have constituted tinnitus, which lasted for at least 8 weeks before subsiding, which left RGM incapable of hearing any type sounds at decibel levels which prior to the occurrence referenced herein, RGM could hear. On the last Saturday of July of 2016, RGM received a free hearing test at the Ecuadorian Embassy offered gratis by the Lions Club and was diagnosed as having hearing substantially worse than was the case in July of 2015 when RGM received the hearing exam at the same location, examining the same phenomena. See document or exhibit accompanying this document and are posted here. I have a copy of that exam record. There was no incurment of any injury to RGM's hearing between July of 2015 and July of 2016, in regard to which RGM is cognizant.
Sir, stop right there. You lost me at the first sentence, okay? I don't have a clue what you're saying. Okay, for one thing, you're talking too fast.
Well, you could
you're making. You need a college education. I mean, I don't know what these words are. You're saying, okay, this happened a year and a half ago, and now you're in here. Just what are you trying to do? Just have,
get a crime report so I can get to the warrant officer, so I can get to a probable cause
to the
hearing.
warrant officer yet?
No, but because I need a crime report to get to him.
Did you talk to it all? Or?
No, I'll go right now over there.
I don't think you're gonna get one. To be honest with you.
Well, I need a crime report. Is that other
Why
sergeant?
don't you tell me what crime happened to you? That's what I'm trying to
That's
figure out.
battery. That constitutes a battery, reckless conduct, or another cop told me it's disorderly
I don't want you
conduct.
reading off of this. I don't
Okay.
want you reading. Let's put this away, okay? Why don't you tell me what happened then?
I just did.
No, now you're reading off of like a book, out of a book.
Okay, you're making up a new rule,
No,
Officer
I'm just
Galloway.
asking you what happened.
You can read it. You can read
I
it.
don't want to read that. I want
Okay.
I want you to tell me what happened.
Okay,
to you.
now I need a supervisor. Is the warrant officer here?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna go find out. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna have a seat over there then. And take
No,
your stuff then?
get me the highest ranking supervisor in the building. Kevin Navarro is right now on the hook for this. He's the assistant superintendent.
Okay.
And I told him last night
Yeah.
that authority can be delegated, but responsibility can't be. And I come here, first of all, I'm willing to be subject to a pat-down search. Okay? I also have dozens of references that I'm
Okay.
completely...
Once you get to here, gather your stuff here. Okay. Gather the stuff here. Put that computer down. Close it up. What do you got on here?
This is all the documentation I
close it
need to
down.
refute
Close
all
this
of
down,
the...
please. Okay. And go ahead and sit over there, and we'll help you. Okay. We'll give you.
Okay. Well, first, if you're not going to attend to this, I need a justification. violation for you're not attending to this. And then second of all, I'm going to go over. She said she thinks she's leaving at 11:30. I'm going to go over to the warrant officer right now because I got to try to cover this. Well, I can't leave it that open. I got to go over there right now and see if I can get the warrant officer to make sure that the person doesn't leave.
What person?
So, the warrant officer. Because then I relied on. She told me it's till 1:30. I could get before the court. And now she's telling me it's 11:30. That's another tort and possibly crime for grossly misrepresenting hours of accessibility of a public function. The government can't claim it's 1:30. Have a person rely on that and then close the thing at 11:30. Obviously, that's a federal felony, 18 U.S.C. 242.
Oh, that's nonsense.
It's just my point. It's my understanding that that's what it is. Hello, I'm trying to get to the warrant officer before the warrant officer leaves for the day. They told me 1:30 on Wednesday. She told me 1:30. Now this guy thinks it's 11:30.
Yeah, it's usually 11:30 when they're done.
Well, officer, by the way, I'm turning this off to comply with this, but I'm challenging this.